Once again, good afternoon, my dear viewer, wherever you are. I want to talk to my parents. This specifically goes to our parents. And I'm a parent too. I'm a scholar, I'm an educationist. And allow me to say, to say this to all of you, wherever you are. You need to ask yourself, where is money and how do you get money? Because everything that we do in life, when it comes to having good livelihood, lot it allowed money. But unfortunately, nowadays we have got people with so many degrees and they're still jobless and they're still making applications and they could never get response. It is because Kenyans have gone back to school. Majority of Kenyans are educated. And therefore, one of the things that we need to ask ourselves as parents, yes, your son got a degree. We saw the other day a student or like a very young Kenyan who got a first class honors in actuarial science in JKUAT. We have had so many students who have acquired first class honors in various universities, but they're still jobless. So it's a very worrying trend. And therefore, I thought it wise because I like thinking. Kenya, I think I salute my president wherever he is, and of course, even our deputy president, because they have put a lot of money in what we call TIFET, Technical Vocational Education Training Authority, TIFET, or TIFETA for that matter. The courses that now gives people money are in artisan areas. I would urge my parents who are watching me, or those people who are parents who are watching me, all at all, if at all you hold a degree and you're still jobless, you need to ask yourself, what are you going to do? If it has not worked for 4, 5 years, 7 years, what makes you think it's going to work on the 8th year, on the 9th year, or the 10th year? And that is why this educated man, Albert Einstein, said that the greatest form of madness is doing the same thing, same way, year in, year out, expecting different results. There is no problem even if you hold a Bachelor of Science degree in actuarial science for that matter, or you hold a BCom in accounting, or BCom in entrepreneurship, or BCom in marketing, and you have no job. You can go to TIFET, those particular institutions, and you do a course. You can do a course in hairdressing and beauty. And because where? Why? Women, we have got so many women in Kenya whose business is to look beautiful. Majority of, if not all, those who can afford, they want to look beautiful. And that aspect of looking beautiful calls for coughing money from them. So if you can be able to do that particular course, which is called hairdressing and beauty, and you make money, what is the big problem? Go back to those colleges. If you're a gentleman and you're there and you have a degree in a given field that's not giving you money, you can do welding and fabrication because buildings are still coming up. And those buildings, they require services of welders and fabricators. Why can't you do welding and fabrication and you make money? I know some guys along bypass who are multi-millionaires because of welding and fabrication. Why can't you put your mouth there? What about repairing our refrigerators? Refrigeration and conditioning. We have got so many refrigerators allowed. The refrigeration is all over. Even in mortuaries, they have refrigerators. And they require people with that particular expertise. Why don't you do that particular course and you start earning yourself money instead of borrowing money even at an advanced age when you hold a degree? Because holding a degree is one thing, but I've been telling people it does not matter. Even me, the number of degrees I have. If I can't be able to put food on the table, I have no business talking about my degrees. They are useless. It is like having a gun without bullets. It is like having a bow without arrows. So you need to ask yourself, what is it that you can do at your RF when you generate income? And I have told you in the past once again that if you go to the supermarket, the language of communication is currency. It is money. It is money that is required. It is not how many degrees. It's not the title professor, doctor, or CPA who and who, or engineer who and who, or father who and who. What they require is money. That is the language they understand. You can go back and do electrical engineering. Like I'm very, very proud of my my electrician, who is called Mr. Wambugu. Wambugu is one man who did both electrical engineering and electronics. This guy, when he's not fixing electricity, he's busy fixing our phones and other gadgets, and he makes money. He lives comfortably. Why not do it? And he holds a diploma. Why not do that? The problem with us people is that we have allowed education to make us completely drunk. But I'm telling you, even those degrees that you can see in my office, the ones that you can see that I've displayed here, they are totally useless if I can't be able to convert them into money. The language of communication is money. So I'm urging my parents who are watching me at this point in time. I'm urging my brother, my sister, my cousin, my nephew, wherever you are, and you hold a degree, you get now tired of making those applications. As a matter of fact, those people that you apply to, they don't even invite you for interviews. They don't even send you regrets. So the language that we want people to look at, let us use this, but those TVETs, those technical vocational education training institutes, they are full of machineries and equipment. Billions of shillings has been put there by the government. Why don't we do those courses that are called arts and courses? What about motor vehicle engineering? Why don't you become the most unique person to know how to deal with these cars of 21st century? The cars that use what we call the EFI technology, the electronic injector technology, the variable valve timing intelligence technology, the hybrid. Why not? What about plant operator? Know how to, those big tractors that you see, the holes, the molders, understand them, go there. Chinese are here. We have got so many companies in Kenya and roads are being built. There are so many things going on. Understand. Go looking for a job when you have those practical papers or practical skills. We have what we call artisan in food and beverage. We have what we call building technology, motor vehicle mechanic, carpentry and joinery, storekeeping. We have what we call catering and accommodation. Let our people go there. Like now as I speak, before my daughter, who passed very well in KCSE this year, joins university in September. She's currently doing what we call, she's actually learning at Usuli Institute. She's doing a course there. She's doing another course to supplement. She's already familiar with computers. Yes, and I thank God for the school where she's schooled. Now she's doing another course as we speak that can enable her, even after she graduates with her degree, she has another course she can be able to use to make money, to generate money. So let us not subscribe. People, let us not be rigid in our lives. Let us advise our brothers, our sisters, our sons, and our daughters that these courses, even if you have a degree, you need to ask yourself, how marketable is your degree? We have people with BCom finance, but we don't have jobs. It's a fact. As a matter of fact, companies are retrenching. Companies are downsizing. Companies are declaring people redundant. So why don't we then put our focus? Because by the end of the day, it will take you maybe 1 year, 1.5 years, and you get yourself what we call a practical skill that you can be able to use and generate income. You should know how to fix electricity. You should know how to fix refrigerators. You should know how to actually work on a car which has got a mechanical problem. Those are the things that end up. Should your job come your way with the academic credentials that you have, praise be to God. If it doesn't, don't you worry. Not everybody makes money out of academics. So we can be able to use those courses. And I thank God for the government of Uhuru Kenyatta. I do not care what people are saying about our president and what have you. He has done what he can. Let us use those. Everywhere I go, I see if you go to Nyeri, we have Nyeri National Technical Institute. If you go to Kirinyaga, we have the same. If you go to Mukurweini, wherever you go, mention any place in the Republic of Kenya. Let us not become prisoners of the degrees that we hold, because we need money to lead our normal lives. We need money. You can even become a cobbler. You can even become a plumber. It is unfortunate that these courses, we are actually hiring people from China. China, they are 1.4 billion people. There's no single government that can be able to meet the job demand for those people. So what the government is doing is to encourage them to do what we call practical arts and courses. So, and that's why we go for looking for plumbers. I had the plumber that I have, we have got very few plumbers who come to fix our water. We have got very few people who, even now, if you have in a construction site, I would vouch that we do not have enough personnel when it comes to those small matters that we are looking for. So people must know where money is. So I'm going to advise my parents, wherever they are, parents like me, my brothers, my sisters, my cousins, my nephews, my friends, wherever you are. Let us use. I was so surprised yesterday when I heard over the radio that we have got one technical vocational college which can accommodate 1,155 students. It has only 100 students, and they have equipment worth almost 800 million shillings lying idle. Surely, and we are complaining there are no jobs. Even knowing how to make chapatis, go and sell them out there. Just wear a very clean overall coat with a name here behind, and you make your money. Does not matter. Do not worry what people say about you. Me, my bottom line is, I do all types of jobs. I sell insurance. I motivate students. I write books. I consult. I lecture in a university, because by the end of the day, what my parents or what my children want is food on the table, and they access education and they live comfortably. So we must remove those cobwebs, that we are so educated that we can't do those other manual jobs. Those manual jobs are the ones that are paying. White collar jobs are no longer there. Gone are the days to record na ibiwa na radio ya VOK, Voice of Kenya ma KBC. So many vijana muongeze pia bidii, mwisho wa kusoma utapata kazi nzuri sana. That, let me tell you, that script is no longer holding. So we must ask ourselves, yes, you have got 4 or 5 degrees, but are they giving you food on the table? It does not matter how well I'm wired here. What matters by the end of the day, am I able to convert that education into currency? And that is what matters. So ladies and gentlemen, for those who have got young children or young men and women who require to be guided and to be given what we call the career guidance, don't hesitate to call me. I'm always available, and I have said, as long as God keeps me alive, I'm going to share my knowledge that I have with my Kenyan people and those who require my services wherever they are. Call me on this number. Call my personal assistant on 0713 534 65. 0713 534 65, so that we can have a discussion. We can have what we call a master narrative. We can have what we call a conversation. Otherwise, I'm worried. I have got more than 10,000 application letters in my office. Surely, even if my company is a small company, I can only maybe accommodate 4, 5, 10 people. And I feel it because I know that those parents weren't paying school fees for their children. But we have no jobs. It's a matter of fact, even Americans, they have high levels of unemployment. Even those developed countries, they have got what we call high levels of unemployment. The problem is not unique to Kenya. No, it is all over the world. So what do we require to do then? We require to look at what we call other possible avenues that can help our children generate income and they develop themselves. Otherwise, the world is not waiting for you. Mother Nature will not wait for you to be organized. Never. The clock will never stop because you're not planning. Never. The clock will still tick off. The question is, as every minute goes, does it count in your life? Let us not be like prisoners. At least we can understand prisoners that they have got limitation of so many things. But you cannot be out here enjoying freedom and you are still poor like those people who have been put behind the bars. You become an eyes of God. No, you cannot think like them. Those guys who have actually been committed to jail, their freedom is limited. But in your case, you have got the freedom. You have the hands, you have the brains. Use those brains and hearts to make money. Otherwise, if we keep on telling children that get your degree and you'll get a job, no, we must now kill this parental script that you go to school so that you can get educated. No way. We are talking about our daughters and sons graduating from the universities to become job creators, but not job seekers. Job seeking is no longer. Some of us have been seeking for jobs for as long as I can remember. So even seeking for a job has become a job on its own. We must kill that particular script and now start focusing on what can make sense. Even me, educated as I am, I can do what we call building technology. I need to understand a few things because you never know. That particular course that you know is what gives people money. And I've been telling people, take care of the small things, for the big things will take care of themselves. Let's encourage our children to join TVET, Technical Vocational Education Training Authority institutions. They are fully sponsored by the government. They have all the equipment, they have all the machineries, and our children will no longer be tammacking out there. Tammacking is not a God's design. Let's use what we know, and I know God will bless us for that. Once again, call me. Should you require to be told more about what you require to do and how to change to ensure that your child takes what we call a total mental paradigm shift, get us on 0713 534 65. God bless you so much. I really, and you can be dropping on my page there your comments. If you think that thank you very much, Eze Williams from Bahrain. I salute you. Like what this man, Eze Williams has done, you can do the same. Drop. If you think that I'm adding value to you, why don't you comment? You know, the problem with us Kenyans is that we wait until somebody dies. That's when people come and they say, you know, Kebisho was a great man. He was sharing his ideas. Tell me now when I can hear. May God bless you. Yes, Bishop.